here we have Uncle Patrick with us for this year's Mission Convention. Happy for you to join us today.
Thank you.
Maybe you can just share a bit more about this theme. See, I'm doing a new thing.
Yeah, I've chosen this theme based on Isaiah chapter 43, verse 19. Now, this is a very exciting theme and relevant as well, as we are facing a new mission landscape. The center of global Christianity has shifted to the global south or the majority world. And God is doing a new thing among us. And God is bringing about a new mission movement with fresh ways, fresh changes. God is a God of creation. He's a creative God. He will do new things, and yet with his unchanging purpose. And that is that all peoples, all nations, all tribes will come and know him and to fear him. And that's why I've chosen this theme. Now, the other thing which God is doing a new thing is this. More than 20 years ago, when I joined the mission field, many of my colleagues were from the West. But now today, we have colleagues from many parts of the world, from Latin America, from Africa, from Asia. So God is mobilizing new people, and not just from the West, but from the rest of the world to join the mission task force. That is what God is doing, a new thing among us.
Cool. So that actually reminds me of the first talk that you'll be giving for us, Transformation by the Gospel. In the context of mission work, how do you renew yourself in the gospel and continue to be transformed by it after so many years of being in the same field?
Even in OMF, where I serve in the mission field, God has allowed people from more than 30 countries to work together. And the fact that we are working together, we witness that we are reconciled to God and reconciled to one another. God's people, we are to be his witnesses by our lives, by our words, by our character. So we not only proclaim the gospel, but also demonstrate the gospel in our lives as well. For the gospel is powerful, wonderful, and credible because of what Jesus has done.
This brings to mind also how the Holy Spirit also works in us as we are reading the Bible as well. And your title for the second talk, Workings of the Holy Spirit. Yeah. In Acts, we see that the church continues to grow by the coming of the Holy Spirit despite persecution. What sort of persecution or challenges in the mission field you faced before, and how have you remained steadfast in God's vision for the world?
I think, as you mentioned, the second talk will be focusing on the work of the Holy Spirit. The title is A New Conviction, the working of the Holy Spirit, or the power of the Holy Spirit. Now, you see, I will be exploring the story of the early church, Acts 4-6. And you can see here the coming of the Holy Spirit in the early church enabled the church to face 3 threats or challenges mentioned in Acts 4, 5, and 6. They faced persecution, and yet the early church courageously proclaimed the gospel. This message from Acts 4 and 6 will be an encouragement to Grace Church, that we be like the early church, that we will be a united, praying, proclaiming, healing, and spirit-filled community like the early church. And that's the message in the second message.
I mean, this also brings to mind the title of your third talk, right? Taking risks for God.
On Sunday, I will be focusing on that topic, a new opportunity, taking risks for God. Of course, God is calling the whole church to bring the whole gospel to the whole world. However, the mission landscape has changed. Many places in the world now do not welcome missionaries anymore. So the doors are closed. And yet God has opened up new doors of opportunities for the marketplace people, professionals, those in business, right? So we'll be studying from the scriptures examples of people who took risks for God. Question I need to ask is this: are we willing to take risks for God for the sake of the gospel? So that is the message.
Thank you for having this interview with us, Uncle Patrick. Stay tuned for the Mission Convention happening this year from 26th to 28th of June.
And I welcome you to the Mission Conference of this year, 26th to the 28th of June Be open to God, for God is doing a new thing among us. See you then.